IRS.gov, signed up for that. It only takes about 7 minutes. The questions they'll ask you are going to be like, what type of business are you starting? Like, are you going to be in a retail business? Are you going to be in a service business? So you want to decide. Like, I'm still fighting COVID a little bit, y'all. So I'm in the retail. Even though I do offer a service, it's a retail business. So I signed as a retailer. So that if give you a little more insight on what, if you didn't know, if you wanted to sign up as a service or retail, I recommend retail or service, either or. Second, it's going to ask you how many members are a part of the business. At one point, I don't know if y'all saw my interview, but at one point I had a business partner and it was a 50-50 business. So we had to list our titles and what ownership we have, if it's going to be 50-50, if it's going to be 75-25, whatever that is, you need to know that. Another thing you're going to need to know is the structure of your business. Do you want to be an LLC? Do you want to be a corporation? Do you want to, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to be a partnership? I recommend LLC. And the reason why is because it limits the liability. If anybody decides to come after you for suing you or anything like that, it protects your household, your family, and those things, your personal items. It protects it, and they can only come after you for whatever your business has under its belt, as far as the bank accounts, the money, the ownership of whatever the business owns. They could sue you for those things, but your house, your personal car, your personal bank account, all of that is off limits when you're LLC. One thing I do want to break down and discuss, even though this is further along in your business, I've seen businesses blow up within a year, so I just want to discuss it because it took me 5 years to get to the level where I had to S Corp my business. Are you guys familiar with S Corp?
I heard of it.
So S Corp is basically where you are one working for the business, but collecting a paycheck from the business. So and that's a whole nother game. But I don't recommend S Corping unless you are at least bringing in 6 figures a year for your business. And the reason why this is important is for tax purposes. Tax purposes. So I'm gonna give you an example of real life, because that's all I can give you is my life. So it was a point where my business was, well, we're still booming, but it was a point where we had just got booming, and I have a accounting team that handles my finances. And the accountants told me, look, you need to go S Corp next year. Otherwise, you're going to be owing a whole lot of money in taxes. And I was like, well, what is that? And they was like, well, S Corp is where you can now pay yourself, which would eliminate some of the money that the actual business is bringing in, because now we could say that you're paying out this for this. You see what I'm saying? So when your tax person is doing your taxes, they're going to be able to deduct certain things like meals. They'll be able to deduct shipping costs, different things that you do. But if it come down to it, 100,000, it's going to be hard for them to deduct and legitimize it as far as making it legit. You know what I mean? So say your tax or your accounting person says you did this, you spent this on gas, you spent this on food and meals, you spent this on that or whatever, right? But it's still $40,000 left over that we cannot deduct legitimately. That's when your S Corp will come into play and say, okay, I'm going to pay myself $40,000 a year in a salary. And now you can sign on with a payroll company like ADP, and ADP will now pay you $40,000 a year on a paycheck from your company, and taxes will automatically be deducted from that paycheck. So now you just wrote off $40,000 that you made for your company that you no longer have to pay taxes on, because you've paid yourself a salary of $40,000 to and the taxes are coming out of that. So now that's your personal money. You caught that? They'll also teach you other ways to hide your money. Not hide it, but keep your money, because once you start entering that six-figure tax bracket, you in a whole nother, you playing with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? You in their tax bracket, and they got little schemes and scabs as how to hide theirs so that they can keep most of that 100,000. But when you a newbie, the first go round, I ain't gonna lie to you, you're gonna end up getting hit by the IRS. Like my first year, I probably had paid 20,000. But I could have kept it had I had structured my business beforehand. But I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So it was a learning thing. So that's why I'm teaching you guys that, and I'm adding that into the course, because it's important to know how you want to structure your business. And because it's kind of hard to go backwards and fix it after the fact. You see what I'm saying? As if you did it beforehand. So that was one thing that you're going to have to do once you're on that IRS website, as far as filling out the information you want to know if you're LLC, S Corp, whatever. I recommend going LLC, because down the road, once you hit that tax bracket, you can now file as a S Corp, but still be an LLC. A lot of people don't know that. You can file as an S Corp, but still have your company as an LLC. So I want y'all to take note of that. After that, you want to register your business with your state. In Maryland, we go to IRS. I'm not IRS. I'm something IRS.gov. We go to Maryland Business Express. I'm not sure if Illinois has a Business Express site, but you can Google it. And the Express site is where you will then register your business and get your articles of organization. And they'll give you like on there, you can file for your sales and tax use license. You'll also get your articles of the organization documentation. And you can also get your trader's license on there. In Maryland, the trader's license is like $25 a year. The trader's license allows you to go to pop-ups and flea market venues legally and sell your product and offer your services. Without that, you are not legally doing it. Now, it's a lot of people that go out here and set up a table and just go to work. If the boys pull up on you and it ain't going smooth, the convo, they can lock your ass up for illegally selling merchandise without a license, or illegally performing services without a license. But that's the only licenses you need. They ain't gonna ask for no A+ certs, none of that shit. All they want to know is, do you have a license to do business? Are you a taxpayer? That's all they give a shit about. If you got all of that, you in the game. You know what I'm saying? In any city, any state in the world. So once you got that documentation, now that documentation can cost you like $200 for them to file all the paperwork, register you with the state and all of that. And then, like I said, you get your business license or your trader's license from wherever you can go and get a marriage license in your state. So normally that's at a courthouse. So you can go to the court, the licensing division of whatever that floor is at the courthouse, go to that floor and tell them you got all your documents, and you got your IRS, EIN number, you got your articles of organization, you know what I'm saying? And you want to apply for your trader's license. They do that right on the spot. Don't take long. They collect all that. They put it all on file. Then they sit down and they charge you $25-$30 and they print you out a license to do business. And then you can take that license anywhere. Now it has to be registered at an address. So if you're going to be, if you don't have a actual shop like I have, or you don't have a flea market you're going to frequently be working out of on the weekends or whatever, then you need to go to I think it's iPortal.com and get a virtual address. The virtual address will normally put you at like a Staples or Office Depot somewhere near your zip code. Whatever zip code you give them, they'll make that your personal address. Will be like a Staples or Office Max. And that address, you're going to use that on all your documentation for your irs.gov and on the business website when you register and do your articles of organization. So you want to have that up front, that virtual address. Once you got all that, y'all, you are free. You are free from working for the man and you work for yourself. And now it's time to go out here and be a hunter and get that money. So now that you got all of that, it's important to learn how to brand your business, how to attract customers, and how to build a brand that'll be recognized no matter where you go. In this area, my brand has built up so much recognition that when people see it, they know what it is. And it surprises me every single day because I run into a lot of my idols in this area, like people who I grew up listening to on the radio or watching on the news, stuff like that. And now I'm doing business with them and I'm so shocked that they know who I am because I've known them for years. I felt like I've known them for years, but I've done such a good job at branding my company that these people be like, yeah, I know you, or I heard of you, or woo-doo-woo-woo. And this happens to me every single week. And no matter how many times it happens, I still get that feeling like, oh my God, I can't believe these people know who I am. Like the other day, not the other day, but like earlier 2021, my aunt, she's real big in the church. She go to this mega church and her pastor, I'm talking about, he's on the level like TD Jakes, like he's known like that. When he followed me, I was like, yo, I had to call my aunt, like, yo, you know, your pastor follows me. She was like, for real? Like, yeah, like it's certain people that I'm like so surprised because I never thought that a computer shop could be so popular if it wasn't Best Buy. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have the money to market ourselves like Best Buy. And that's the beauty of what I'm teaching y'all now is you don't need a whole lot of money to build your name and your brand up. All you need to do is be consistent. That's where most people fall off is the consistency. They do not do it on a daily basis. And that's what I was telling Brian earlier was like, yo, you just got to be consistent. It's going to come. Whatever you do, it's going to come to you. So what is branding? Why is it so important? It's 2022, y'all. Most people are on smart devices. It's so easy to get to them. We got social media. That's how I met all of y'all. I met y'all through social media, right? It's free marketing. You got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and LinkedIn. It's so many of them out here. Snapchat. These are the three I'm on, but you know, it's so many of them out here. And social media has made business owners millions of dollars just from posting online. All you gotta do is just get up and post every single day. So branding is key. You have to create yourself a logo. I've seen a lot of people start the business and they were so hungry for the money, they skipped some of this process. They ain't got no logo. They got a name, but they don't have an actual logo. They don't have colors. They don't have any of this. They didn't think about none of it. So I just wanted to run through some of these things that helps in branding your company, like Starbucks. You see that green cup with the little lady on the jump, you know that's a Starbucks cup. It ain't even got to say Starbucks on it. We all could look at that down the bottom and be like, yo, that's Starbucks, right? All right, cool. So every brand needs its own identity. The most popular form of identity is a logo. Logos are an identifying symbol used to advertise or identify a brand. Their colors draw emotions subliminally without the consumer even realizing it. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret of what I did when I first started the DMV Computer Man logo, right? Everybody know Cool Ass Jay. He worked for me, right? So Jay actually, I don't know if he knows this, but Jay helped me come up with the logo colors. Because we was 99 and up computers when Jay first started working for me. And the logo was black and white. It wasn't nothing special about the logo, right? It had no color to it, which you don't have to have color to it. So don't make that mistake in thinking that I gotta have a bunch of different colors. But Jay had a conversation with me and it stuck. And he was like, colors draw out emotions. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And he was like, no cap. He was like, certain blues will bring out emotions, certain yellows, certain reds, certain colors. So I was like, what are you? So I got to going on Google and researching it. That yellow sign at McDonald's, I'm telling you, when you see it, it make you think about the French fries off the break. Real talk. Like you can start smelling them as soon as you see it on the road. I can smell the French fries, right? That red that Chick-fil-A uses, it stands out. The blue that Best Buy uses, it stands out and it draws certain emotions. Certain colors make people want to spin. Certain colors make people want to eat. Certain colors make people just want to do different things. And I didn't know that, right? So once I found out, I was like, all right, I need to create a new logo for DMV Computer Man. I'm going to put color in it. One, because it's going to stand out. Two, I wanted to draw emotions. When you ride past the street that my store is on, because I'm the only person that actually used these vibrant colors in my logo, you can see my sign from far, far away. It stands out on the street because all these other companies on this block, they got basic one color logos. They just sit on, you know what I'm saying? Sit on the sign. There's no spaz to it, nothing to it. So it stands out. So you want to do your research on colors. Don't just, and when you do your research on colors, make sure it's some colors that one, you're comfortable wearing. Two, you're comfortable seeing on forever. Because you can't be like, I like pink, and then decide you like blue. You know what I'm saying? And notice, there's not too many companies out here using that color pink as a logo for a reason. It doesn't do anything emotionally to people. So you want to, and when you break down and do the research on the colors, you're gonna realize that it's only a certain amount of colors that most companies are using. You know what I'm saying? The blues, the reds, the yellows, they're very common. McDonald's, Wendy's, KFC, Popeyes. What colors? How are we talking? Yellows and reds. Yellows and reds for food. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a reason why they all using them colors. So you want to sit back and do your research and figure out. And a lot of the tech companies use blue. That's one reason why I didn't use it. A lot of the tech companies use either blue or red or green. I did use blue and red, but I didn't want to just be straight blue. You know what I'm saying? But blue and red, a lot of tech companies use it, like Staples, Office Depot. They're both using red. You got Best Buy using blue. What's crazy is y'all got a Micro Center where y'all are at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one. Mine close to St. Louis, though. Yeah.
They use just a straight black. But keep in mind, you don't see like a lot of branding from them. They're not on social media. They're like,
Right.
They're not seen a lot. If they had used that, they would be a lot more known. Like a lot of people don't even know about them.
I just came across them recently, honestly, within like last couple of years, because I didn't know nothing about them.
They actually one of the biggest companies as far as selling computer products, but their branding is just not there. And they could have a lot more stores and a lot more shopping centers had they did so, but I'm not here to help them. I'm here to help y'all. So a great logo will be recognized anywhere and people will already know what the business is on site. Micro Center, if you saw that logo, you probably wouldn't know who the hell they were. It is what it is. It's bad logo creation. So how to create a logo? I'm gonna give y'all a couple of kind of no-brainers already. Probably heard of these already, like Fiverr, where you can go on here and contract people to do the work for you. Or you can do it yourself on apps like Canva or Photoshop. You can also go to like your local print shops. Now I'm gonna give y'all the most creative way to do it and do it for, I'm a barter guy. I love to barter with people, right?
Mhm.
So the way I came up with my logo, I held an art contest on Instagram. So what I did was I was like, and people participated, and I got a logo for free, basically. Well, not for free, but in my mind, it was for free. So the way it worked, this is, and y'all can run this play. It's an easy play, and it'll give you the best options, because if you go on Fiverr or you go to like a local print shop, they're only going to draw up one logo. If you don't like it, you got to pay them to keep creating other logos so that you could pick from them. But if you want to compare logos and not have to pay for any of the logos, hold an art contest on your IG or your Facebook page, right? You might already following some artists. Tell them that you want to you need a logo for your business, and I'm giving away a free laptop or a free something. I gave away a tablet. Now, Tarika just bought a tablet from me for $15 and fixed it. I don't know how much it cost her. I'm just throwing some ideas out there.
Right.
$15, right? If she still got that joint, she could say, yo, want to win a free iPad? Here's what you need to do. By January the 31st, I'm going to pick a winner. I want you guys to come up with whatever your company, mine was Computer Man, so it was easy. It was like, yo, draw me a computer man. What you felt like a computer man looked like. I had people drawing Superman looking people. I also had people drawing nerdy looking people with capes on and shit. Like regular, y'all remember that cartoon, Doug?
Yeah.
I had somebody draw a dude look just like Doug with the fucking cape on, had the book bag with the books in his hand and shit. I had another person draw like fucking Superman looking character. I had another person draw a whole computer head. I don't know if y'all saw that. This was one of them. This one didn't win, but this was one of the characters somebody drew.
Oh.
It was like a computer head with a hoodie on, and the hoodie said DMV Computer Man. I had so many options, y'all, that I had some smoke to pick from. I had some really good shit to pick from. And I ended up picking, y'all know what my logo looked like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
I ended up picking that dude, which I don't have him in here right now. But I had two runner-ups, and I liked them so much, I gave away 3 tablets, right? Because I wanted to use these for other marketing in my business. So like I had stickers that I could sell. Now you could put these on your laptop. It's like we got a bunch of these. These are stickers. So we could sell these or give them away to customers as an incentive. Like, hey, you just bought a laptop. We're going to throw a couple stickers in the bag, and hopefully y'all put them on your computer. Because if you do, now I got free advertising. You see what I'm saying? So I ended up getting 3. I liked it, that one. I liked it, the one we using. And then I actually ended up paying somebody down the road to redo it. Like take what we already had, but kind of, I wanted the words, because like I had designed the DMV Computer Man as far as like, if you were to write it out, but all they did was draw me the man. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going to a print shop company that does like t-shirts and stuff. And I liked a lot of his designs. And I was like, yo, can you whip me up? Take the man and like, don't change him too much. But the words, DMV Computer Man, I want you to do something different with that. And he went in and cooked up some stuff like that. But this is the best way to get free art and top quality art, because you'll be surprised who you follow that's like that. That's super like that. So I just wanted to drop that on you. So the benefits of branding. One is the recognition of your company. Who doesn't recognize the golden arches? Who don't recognize that Best Buy tag when you see it, right? It's so easy to see and know exactly what you're going to get out of that place when you walk into it, because they're so recognized. They're everywhere, right? A business with elements such as a distinct logo, attractive colors, other visual elements will be much more memorable. Someone might see your brand for only a moment, but it'll stick out in a positive way. There's a good chance they won't forget it, even if this person isn't ready to use your products or services right away. Eventually, when they're ready, they'll take the steps if your branding has stuck with them, they'll come back, right? And I'm a firm believer and example of that, because I've had people who seen my logo in different places because we printed it on stickers and different things, that when they haven't used us, but if they have if they come into a need that we provide, they know that they coming to us because we're on their brain before another company is, right? It also helps build trust. And a prime example is, y'all see this van right here? Says Mobile Tire Shop. But everybody know this motherfucking blimp. Who you trusting? Who you gonna trust to put them new tires on your fucking car? The people up top or the picture down the bottom? Me, I'm
Definitely Goodyear.
Yeah, I'm going with Goodyear. I don't know about through that van. That motherfucking that van looked like the jump from Scooby-Doo. I'm not about to let them put no tires on my shit. If I gotta choose between the two, I'm gonna choose Goodyear. So it helps build trust. And the reason why Throop, or whatever the name of the jump, where's their logo at? Like, is this how y'all representing yourself everywhere y'all go? You know what I'm saying? You just threw some letters on the side of, that's not gonna cut it. So that's why I want y'all to think about branding, because it's easy to just throw a flyer together or get some letters and stick it on some shit and go out there, but it's not gonna help you for the longevity of it, because nobody's gonna remember your low, like nobody's gonna remember Throop if they saw him again. Nobody's gonna remember them. But Goodyear, man, you be like, man, I remember them. That motherfucking blimp, they be flying that shit, and then, like, it stands out, it sticks, and it helps build trust. You'd be so surprised how a good logo will actually make people trust you just from some good artwork, because they see that you put more effort into it than the company below. The effort you put into it, picking the colors, picking all of that. This company right here, they ain't put that much effort in. They got the van and was like, we need to get some money tomorrow. Let's throw some letters on this bitch and let's go get this bread. And yeah, I'm not saying they might not be selling tires, but they damn sure ain't selling more tires than Goodyear, because they probably only got one location. Goodyear is all over the world. So another thing in the benefit of branding, it helps improve your advertising. So whenever I do videos online, or anytime I'm putting a flyer out, or if I'm doing a cross promotion with another company, I have something I can slap on there. So like Chick-fil-A, they knew what their colors was going to be. They knew red was their color, right? They knew their font. They knew the whole thing. So when they ever got to go out in the streets and do a block party event or a pop-up shop or even a flea market event, they got something that they could put out there, and people from afar can see that and be like, oh, Chick-fil-A here. Let's go get some of them nuggets. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know that you can recognize them. They can advertise anywhere. You know you're going to see them anywhere. So it's big on putting out content every single day. Like I said, you got to be consistent. And then you want to have your colors. You want to have your logo, your fonts that you're going to be using, so that you can keep pushing the same thing. And it might get boring to you, but to be honest, because I ain't going to lie, looking at my logo sometimes, I get bored with it because I've been looking at it for so long. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's how people recognize me. So I cannot change it up. I can't keep changing it up. And if I do, it has to make sense, right? So when you advertising your business, you want everything to be cohesive, represent your business identity and your values. This can be a challenge when you haven't taken the time to form your brand. So you want to go in and form your brand. A lot of people overlook this. We get this skill and it's like, all right, Cardo said, I can do iPhones. I can do this. I can do that. Yes, you can. But if you want to make the money Cardo's making, you're going to have to sit back and take a couple hours out your day and figure out what you want to, as far as structuring your brand and your logo, all of that. It's gonna be some of those days where you ain't fixing nothing. You working on this. You working on this because this is important. All right. So the keys to successful branding, consistency. I'm gonna say it a million times during this whole day. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Because you have to try to post daily. And when you posting, use your brand's logo, use your colors. You want to do this on a daily basis because you're programming people. It's just like when we go and get in the car, we turn on the radio and we keep hearing that same fucking song over and over and over again. It's consistent enough to where we know the words. We might even know when it's about to come on because they might play it after a certain song every time. You know what I'm saying? So the consistency of it makes us so familiar with it that even if we ain't like the song the first time we heard it, 5 weeks after hearing that jump, it's like, yo, I kind of like that joint. That joint is just catchy. I've caught myself doing that with a lot of different music, as well as clothing that I see people wear. And like, first time I might see an article of clothing on somebody, I'd be like, I ain't never heard of that before. What the fuck is that? But then the more I start seeing it, I'd be like, that shit just hard. You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of program your brand into other people's brains. And it don't sound like it's easy to do, but it's very easy to do if you're consistently posting the same stuff, consistently posting. I fix this, I do this, I do that. How your logo, how that. The day you pop up and show up to an event, people gonna be like, oh, I seen them on social media. You know what I'm saying? You've already built the trust. Why? Because you was doing it every single day. You can't build trust in one day. You can't meet somebody, they walk into your store, walk up to your stand, and you automatically gained their trust. It don't work like that. You have to be consistent. So branding is very, very, very important. I don't want y'all to skip over this. Also, another key to successful branding is cross promotions and collaborations. So I had a store out Baltimore, right? That I was running for. Y'all saw my interview. I was running it for a big company. In that store, we had a cross promotion with Rita's Ice Cream in the back, where we had flyers at Rita's and Rita's had flyer. We had coupons at Rita's and Rita's had their coupons at our joint. And anybody that come in buy a computer, we give them a coupon at Rita's for $5 off. Rita's was doing the same thing. If you went and bought an ice cream cone at Rita's, Rita's was giving you a coupon for $5 off at the computer store. Easy. Don't cost nothing. Just go and talk to folks. So another thing that I did to build my following up and to build a big brand recognition up online was I found influencers in my area, like comedians. A lot of the comedians are easy to work with, especially the up and coming ones. And I'm telling you now, if you see potential talent in somebody, invest in them. Prime example is Davey Ruffin, Goofies, O-Dog. These are all local comedians here in the DMV. I found them when they were like just kind of getting their buzz. And I noticed that they were doing it full time as far as producing content to post online. That's funny. They was doing this on a daily basis and they're growing their fan base every single day. So what I did was I found these guys earlier in their careers, paid them to come into my store and let's shoot a skit, something funny, tag me on your page. And of course I had to pay these guys, but in the beginning, when I first came across these guys, I was paying them. One guy gave him a free computer for a skit. Another guy charged me like $200 for a skit, which at the time I thought was high. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker want $200. I'm gonna give him $50. You know what I'm saying? Some short shit. Man, if you call these same cats today because they're so consistent and they build up their brand and their brand has grown, you call these same dudes today, they want $400, $500 to do a skit. But guess what? I've built a relationship with them when they were nobodies or when they were kind of still fresh. And a lot of businesses weren't spending no money on them, weren't trying to pay them to do a promotion, that I can now negotiate my prices with them. Of course, it's going to be hard to get the $200 because they ain't did that for nobody in a long time. But I can remind them of where we started at. I can be like, you know, when we first got started, y'all was charging me $200. all right, we're gonna hit you at 250 or 300. I'm still not paying $400. But a lot of newbies, if you just hopping on the bandwagon now, you probably paying these dudes $400, $500, $600. Why? Because you ain't know they was doing it for 200 back in the day. Because you waited until they blew up and blew up and blew up a little bit. So it's good to collaborate with these influencers, DM them. Hey, do you offer promo on your page? How much? Get the prices. Some of them might be busting heads. Some of them might be like $20, $30. I'll do this. So when you do it, make sure you're giving them the information where the people can follow you at, your website if you got one, get all that information they can post it so you can start growing. You basically stealing their followers. That's pretty much what you're doing. You're hoping that their followers come and follow you. Purchase Facebook and IG ads. I do that as well. I'll take a post. And one that really, really, really blew for me was when you go into these warehouses. If y'all have y'all even started contacting these e-waste companies in your area yet?
Not yet.
Once you start calling them and you go into these warehouses, sneakily, or don't, I wouldn't do it on the first visit, but once you start getting familiar with these people, start doing some photo shoots, not real photo shoots, like have a cameraman come and flick you up, but like if they got a big ass pallet of computers and you're not even buying the whole pallet, ask somebody that worked there, like, yo, do you mind taking a picture with me right here? I just want to post this to see if I can build up some clientele, because I used to go in these warehouses, y'all, and take pictures with the fucking product, and I didn't buy half of it. Get me in front of these 500 computers real quick. Why? Because perception is reality. People believe what they perceive, right? And if they see you posting pictures every week in front of these pallets, they actually think you the plug. Now they're gonna be hitting you up. Yo, I see you was in front of all them computers. What's up? And you talk like you got it. You can now start talking to them like, yeah, so what do you want to do? How you want to buy? Then you can make the phone call to the company. Hey, I got somebody interested. Can we work out a price? And you middleman that situation and you make some money out of it. I've done it a million times. So that's one thing that I'll say, dudes. When you could go into these warehouses, get you some photos taken in front of these products, even if you didn't buy them. The finesse game is good. You know what I'm saying? Then find, like I said, find more businesses to cross promote for discounts. Like I was telling y'all about the coupon situation. Hey, I see you got something going on. Hey, you want to cross promote? It don't cost you nothing. That's the free cross promotion. Print up some motherfucker. I used to get on the computer and straight $5 off and cut them bitches out and take them over to readers. Straight paper. I ain't get it printed up, laminated, none of that shit. Went right on the computer, $5 coupon template. Got that joint, or you can go on Canva and do it. Print them joints out on your printer, take them to another store company and be like, yo, and then for real, you could print theirs out for them. Put their logo on it. Be like, all right, put some in my store for y'all. I just need y'all to set these, and then go visit them every once in a while, make sure they doing what they supposed to be doing. Pop up at the jump. Hey, I want to get a cup of ice cream. Oh, y'all see, y'all still got some of these. Are y'all giving them out, or they just sitting here, like, check their temperature, figure out what's going on, because you can move on to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be with them. If they don't want to do it right, then move on. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It don't cost you nothing. And that's the end of my presentation, y'all. Yep, that's the it. So y'all got any questions on starting a business, branding the business, getting the promo out there?
I got one.
Uh-huh.
So I got one question. Yeah, I was doing some research on, like I said, starting a business. And I came across like e-waste. I don't know if you're supposed to have like a permit for that or not. I know certain states.
So I think I told y'all about this before, but they have what's called an R2 certification.
Mm-hmm.
That is for the big boys. And the big boys are normally those who come in and do like government contracts where you're now picking up a lot of the government computers and stuff like that, straight from the government. Now, where I'm at, I'm not an R2 certified company. So I buy from R2 certified companies. You don't need no permits to do that. And
Gotcha.
most of those R2 certified companies are going to be your e-waste companies in your area, your local area. But you don't need no certification to buy and resell. The only thing you need is a trader's license. And like
That's
I
the only
said,
thing I was confused on, because I had seen certain people, like even like watching on YouTube, everybody's like saying like certain people need permits. And I'm like, I remember you saying something about it. I'm like, I don't think he does. So I'm gonna double check.
You need a trader's license if you really want to put yourself and only way to make real good money is to put yourself out there. So if you're gonna put yourself out there, you definitely want to make sure you got the right paperwork. And the way I put myself out here, I'm out there. So there's no way I'm out here and I ain't got the right shit going on it, because I would have been shut down by now. You know what I'm saying? They're like, sir, you can't be buying and selling e-waste. I'm like, why not? And if they come and tell me, I'm gonna find out what I need to go get to get it. But that's not the case. But all you need is that trader's license, that vendor's license. And like I said, them Jones is cheap. They like 25, 30 bucks. The only thing that's going to cost you is the paperwork to file all your business stuff with the state. That's the only thing that's going to cost you like a couple $100. Now that R2 certification is in the $1,000. I priced it because I thought about getting it a few times, but then I was like, if I was to get it, I would need to get me a big warehouse. Because once you get it, the flow of inventory that's going to come to you is going to be so heavy that if you don't have a place to store it, it's pointless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're going to get government, you're going to get schools. Like, I don't have enough space in here. If a school was to give me every computer that they get rid of, I don't got the space for it. Then you got to have
that's what I was looking at too.
The manpower.
How much people. Yeah.
You're gonna need manpower. So that's why I said you want to start building your business and structuring it out, because without the manpower that I have, I wouldn't be able to make the money we make. And I can this month alone, y'all, we did $85,000 in sales. Just December, not this month because we in January, but December 2021, we did 80. That was my biggest month to date. Like, I haven't had a month that big since I've been doing this. So it's going to grow and grow and grow. I don't plan on stopping. I plan on snowballing and building it up big. And I plan on bringing y'all along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? I plan on calling y'all up and saying, hey, that's why I need y'all to really get out here and get y'all feet in them streets and meet these plugs out here and find out who these e-waste companies is and get these prices. Because it could be an easy phone call and I could be like, hey, T, hey, B, I got people that's looking for X, Y, and Z, and I'm calling y'all before I call somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call y'all and be like, look, can y'all get me 100 charges for MacBooks? And be like, yeah, I got a warehouse over here. They got a bunch of them. I'm like, all right, because I trust y'all. So I could be like, all right, I'm gonna send y'all this money. Y'all ship it to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's more important than me meeting new people for real is the fact that I'm building something with y'all and I can trust y'all. We've spent time, we spent hours on Zoom calls and stuff, getting to know each other. So if I had to send $10,000, $20,000 to y'all, I won't feel like y'all about to run off on me. You know what I'm saying? Right. And vice versa. If y'all had to do some business with me where y'all got somebody and y'all need me to help y'all through the process, I'm here to help you, walk you through, hold your hand through the whole process. I do it with Barbie all the time. Barbie literally right before I caught COVID, Barbie probably, I think she spent that day she came, she never left. She stayed till we closed. Wow. She picked my brain. She ended up buying a couple of things to kind of go home and practice with. But yeah, I'm here to hold your hand. I'm here to hold your hand. So if y'all gotta call me or email me or even hop in one of the new people's classes just to get a question off or something, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Y'all know where to find me at. So don't make it bittersweet. I hate having my last class and there ain't that many people on here. But
Yeah.
his T was on my last class. That joint was
Yeah.
full. That joint was
Yeah.
full, and I kept their ass over for like 3 hours. I ain't want to let them go. So I'm here to help y'all. I'm gonna be putting together. I got a crypto class I'm putting together right now. So me and my video team, we working on that. But on top of what we doing right now, as far as the electronics and stuff, I'm gonna be putting together a eBay class. Not really a class, but I'm gonna add some videos into the group that y'all can watch as far as how to flip on eBay. Just more in detail. I'm going to be doing a Shopify class on how to build your website on Shopify, how to set up the actual Shopify account and all the whole nine, putting the products in, how to make a nice design on your website, the whole nine. So it's going to be more added to it. I don't want y'all to fall out the group after this last class and think there's nothing else that's going to be added as far as something you haven't learned already. Those are just some of the things for 2022 that we working on. So, like I said, we're gonna be doing the Shopify, we're gonna be doing the eBay, and then the crypto class is gonna be totally separate. But if y'all want to hop into that, y'all making that money, I'm telling you, the best way to kind of build up your money is to invest. So I want to I'm doing the crypto class. We already kind of went through a couple of videos, but then I took a break because of the COVID. So we're gonna be picking back up with that as well. But
When do you think that'll be starting the crypto?
hopefully by February.
Okay.
Hopefully by February. I like to make sure that when I first started doing these classes, we was doing the videos and the classes at the same time. So those videos that's in the group, the professional ones, we was recording them like 2 days before, like, so now that that's pretty much completed as far as the videos and everything, I don't want to be doing the crypto class and recording the videos 2 days before. So my goal is to kind of get the structure of that class already out the way and then just do the Zoom calls and stuff like that and build up a nice crypto community. I also want to be able to start doing some weekly coaching calls like for this class, where I bring in guys like Jose, who's a phone store owner, my boy Al, who owns a phone store, and have them just come in and talk without me talking. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the business and stuff like that. Kind of keep y'all motivated. I don't want y'all falling off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want y'all falling off because all it takes is a few weeks of us not talking and y'all not doing nothing on y'all end, and y'all kind of fall out of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I want to keep content coming into the group every week. So I'm trying to get scheduled with some of my other store owner friends to get them in and kind of talk for like 30, 40 minutes in the class during the weekday, because a lot of them on the weekends is like their busiest. And Jose's still kind of running his shop. He's not as free as I am, where I could just let them run the shop and I can sit in here for 2 hours and talk. So I'm still trying to build some of them up to that level. But they have a lot of insight on some of the stuff that I don't do, like tablets and phones.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to bring them in and bring some of that more information into the group as far as where you can buy those parts from, the cost, how much to charge for the repairs, some of the tools that they like to use, because some of us not using the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of skin a cat different ways. So I'm going to be bringing them in, and I'm going to be adding more weekday calls. Hopefully y'all could jump in, but if not, we'll record them and post them later.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So I enjoyed y'all for this last class, man. And thank y'all for coming out, because I done came out the house. This is my first day out the house. So I ain't want to be in here by myself.
We appreciate you, Carter.
No problem, y'all. All right. So y'all be safe. And if y'all do tap into those e-waste companies, throw a little update in the group here and there. Also, I beg of you, because this is what helps me keep these classes going, is a little testimonial. If y'all could post one, or it ain't got to be a video, you could just type up something in the group, post it in the group, like, you know what I'm saying, how you progress from day one of the class to now. How do you see yourself in the future, growing with what you learned? And if you got any recommendations for any things that I could add to better the whole thing up, post that all, because I want to be able to share it on my page to draw in more people, as well as make this better and better and better for everybody.
Okay.
So that's it. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna post
All
it.
right, man.
And I got another class that we recorded that I didn't get to post. I'm gonna post 2 classes up today in the group. All right. Y'all
All
be
right.
safe. Happy New Year.
Hey, you too, Cardo. See you.
Peace.